Welcome back to McGuanago High School. I'm Steve Witterhack. Second half of action, 7th grade basketball. Mount Horeb will have the ball first here as we go into the second half with that 25-16 lead. With 14-minute halves. Already had about 5 or 6 games already today. And I'll be bringing you this one and the next 5 games after this. So I got a ways to go here over at McGuanago High School. Sam Erickson with it. It's going to bring it back out and reset things. Some man-to-man defense. Well, a little switching out there. We'll fight for the ball, and the Wildcats come up with it. And finally getting that into the hands of Ty Krieger to bring it up for the Wildcats. Looking to cut into that 9-point deficit. Krieger has it out near half court. He's guarded by Nemechek. Dribble off to the right, back down to the corner with it is Colton Schuster goes up, draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Schuster just 1 point in the game so far, but a nice take along that right baseline. Colin Hayes Steiner on that one. Back to the rim, no good on the first free throw. Next free throw also no good. Mount Horeb with the basketball in that 9-point lead, 25-16. Yeah, we'll have a game every hour. We'll chase down teams, get their starting lineups and pronunciations. That's part of my job as the announcer for this. Going to kick it back out on top. Gunlock throws up a 3, left corner, and puts it in. Nice shot, finding the open guy in the left corner, and Gunlock doesn't hesitate on that one. He's got 7 points in the game. Double team and tough shot there. A couple defenders on, but Colton Schuster gets the bucket. 10-point lead for Mount Horeb, 28-18. 12.5 to play in the game. Erickson has it out on top, guarded closely by Casper. Back over to Steiner, gets it in, and the ball's going to get blocked and going to be out of bounds. It will be Mount Horeb basketball. Kind of getting on top of the ball.
White, over here, hurry up.
And slow getting up is Hayes Steiner. And Steiner will just sit down after that one. I'm not sure if he went in the mouth and might be bleeding a little bit. He's going to go to attend to that right now. So, yeah, physical game out here. Yeah, get some big bodies out there. Getting a few more years, though. They'll be in high school already, just 7th grade right now. Job Erickson gets cut off and then ends up getting fouled. Nice job going hard with it, drawing the foul, and going to the free throw line will be Sam Erickson. His first free throws of the ball game. Yeah, get pretty physical with the two teams. His free throw, he is back to the rim and no good. Yeah, we got, again, 4th grade all the way through 8th grade in the Premier Youth Basketball League. Both free throws no good. Battle for the rebound, and Wildcats come up with it. 28-18 in favor of Mount Horeb. Here's a 3-point shot in the way, and that is good off the shot of Henry Casper. He's got 11 points now. Has his team back within 7, 28-21. Big bucket there for the Wildcats. Gunlock trying to muscle his way in, and he's going to get it back on the right side. He's going to spot up 3-point shot. There's no good. Little battle for the basketball right now, and good job, good hustle on that one by Schuster. And here goes a little Euro step inside, a little short on that shot, and Gunlock grabs the rebound. Nice job by Mount Horeb to kind of change that shot a little bit inside, and they get the ball back with that 7-point lead. Here goes Lassar going along the right side. He gets cut off by Bednarik. The ball tapped out of his hands, gets his dribble back, but gives it up. Goes a drive by Nemechek, and he goes in and draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot his first free throws of the ball game. A couple three-point buckets and a field goal in the first half. 8 points is what he has right now. Trying to add to that at the line right now for the Vikings. First free throw is good. 3 new players coming in now for the Wildcats. Yeah, we'll see if we get that storm coming up here tonight. I know the worse, the further north you go, the worse it's going to be. The Valley, getting up to Green Bay and Door County does not look real good. Well, we'll see what happens. I just have to go to Waupun after this, but not till I won't get home until 9:30. 3-point shot in left corner is no good, but the Wildcats get the rebound. They get it back over to Casper. Throws on the back of the rim, no good. Rebound in the hands of Mason Shields to bring it up the court now for the Vikings. Vikings with a 9 or 8-point lead, 29-21. Nice little cut through the lane, but overlaying it on that shot was Lassar. Did what he's supposed to do, a nice hard cut. Just didn't make the shot at the end. With a 3-point shot on the way, and that one is not going to make it. Rebound in the hands of Hand. Back on the top with it is Casper. He goes right to the rack with it, and you see maybe that was tipped or something, I'm not sure. Okay, the foul's going to be called on Mount Horeb in the lane. Just under 10 to play in the game. Yeah, we'll be playing games. Last start time we'll have is at 7 o'clock tonight here at McQuantico High School. I'll be doing the play-by-play with the Battle Line Films. Mitch and the crew here doing their great job. Great pictures you get of the game. They could find out maybe how to get some individual attention for your team or for your player. Give them a call at Battle Line Films. 29-21. Favor of Mount Horeb, they've got the ball. And that one is taken away. Nice steal there by Hand. And throw the ball up, get it back over to Casper, launches up another 3 and gets that one to go. Shooters shoot. And that's exactly what Henry Casper's doing. Just a couple badly, and then puts that one in. As a team within 5 now, 29-24 in favor of Mount Horeb. Here goes Erickson, switches directions in the lane with it. And they get it inside. Shields comes up short on the shot. And here we go. Wildcats with a chance to tighten things up. Shot for the right corner is up, and it is good. The shot by Hudson Roth. He's got 6 points in the game. Both shots from downtown, and that is a 2-point lead for Mount Horeb. We'll take a break, be back after this. Okay, we are back. I'm Steve Witterhack, and what a nice comeback here with the Wildcats. They pulled themselves now within 2 points. Been down by as many as 10 in the ballgame. 29-27 in favor of the Vikings from Mount Horeb. Goes Randall along the right side, too hard off the glass, and that is rebounded by number 25, Mason Schuster. We'll give it off to the point guard, Henry Casper, to bring it up now for the Wildcats of Oshkosh West. Look inside. Casper A little up and under, goes up and gets it to go. We are tied just like that. Casper with 8 points in the first half, 8 points in the second half. He's got 16. Most importantly, he ties this game up at 29 apiece, under 8.5 to play. Orb has it near half court. Back over to Gunnanen. And Randall gets it inside. Not an easy shot, but powers it up and in. Nice bucket there for Robert Randall, his first points of the ball game. Back in the lead now is Mount Horeb, leading 31-29. So Wildcats with the ball, now down by 2. Casper with it, gets it back in the hands of Hand. Back to Casper, looking for a little crease to get something off. He's not afraid to shoot from downtown. He's got 2 threes here in the half. 16 points in the ball game. Here's a 3 straight away. That is in and out, rims out. And it's going to be a little foul poking the ball out of the hands of the Vikings. Henry Johnson's going to pick up a foul. Vikings getting the lead back. They've got the basketball with a 31-29 lead. It's like one of the levels of the McQuantico team. Oh, going out of the rack hard and putting it in. Nice finish on that one. Good take by Sam Erickson. Goes up hard to that right side and gets fouled besides. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. Nice hard, good take there by Sam Erickson. Evan Peterson checks in now for the Vikings. And Colton Schuster checking in for the Wildcats. Free throw is good. Nice job there by Erickson. First points of the second half for him. He's got 9 in the ball game, but that's a big bucket there. Puts his team up by 5 now with that 3-point play. Casper has it, passes it down to the corner over to Bednarik. Down along that right block, getting it nice down low and kind of spinning around to the right. And 2 free throws will be a shot now. So going to the line will be Colton Schuster. It's only 1 for 4 so far in the ball game from the free throw line. We've got 2 more free throws right now. That free throw is good. He's got 4 points in the game. Erickson will take a bit of a break. Coming in for him is Hayden Gunlock. His free throws up, and that one a little too strong, high off the backboard rim and no good. And getting the rebound eventually, Robert Randall. And Mason Shields out as a point guard now for the Vikings. Shields gets it out on top, being closely guarded by Bednarik. And that's going to be an offensive foul is going to be called on Hayes Steiner. I think it's called for the charge. He'll sit down for a little bit. Just needed a break. 4-point lead now for the Vikings, up 34-30. But the Wildcats with the ball trying to tighten this thing up just a little bit more. Get it out on top over to Bednarik. Hands the ball off over to Rago. Colton Schuster with it. Out on top. Gets it over to Houle. And timeout taken by the Wildcats. We'll take a break. Come back with more Premier League basketball right after this. Hey, welcome back to McQuantico High School. Steve Witterhack with you. A nice close game. West has the basketball. They trail by 4, 34-30. Coach says, let's talk about this a little bit. Important possession this trip down the court with 6:19 left in the ball game. And see what they do differently after that. McHenry Johnson brings it over half court. And closely guarded by Nemechek. And good man-to-man defense being applied by the Vikings. They kick it back out, driving the right side by Schuster, goes up strong, draws the foul, and Colton Schuster heads back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 6 so far in the ball game from the charity stripe. First free throw, that one rattles in. That is good. This team now only down by 3. Another big free throw here for the Wildcats with 6:04 left. Schuster's next one. Nice rotation, but a little too strong on that one. Randall gets the rebound for the Vikings. And he's going to give it up to their point guard now. Mason Shields will bring it up over half court. Back to Randall on the left side. Look inside. That one gets tapped away, and we go a little 2-on-1 break on the right side, going up strong with it, putting it in. Nice job with a steal and a bucket down to the other end. And that one taken away. Schuster comes up with it, pushing it up right now, gets over to Colton. Schuster goes up way too hard on the glass, but Mason gets a rebound. He gets a putback attempt, and that one is no good. Then knocked out of bounds off the Vikings. Just a 1-point lead for Mount Horeb. 34-33, 5:26 left in the ball game. See Sam Erickson checking back in, and he's the kind of the guy you get the ball to make sure he takes care of it and gets it to his teammates, and also a pretty good scorer. But now he gets the inbounds pass. Get it over to Mason Schuster. Borrego gets it, and again, a little pressure out on the perimeter right now being applied by the Vikings. They do a little bit of a weave up there for the Wildcats. It'll crossover dribble going in on the right side, missing the shot, and getting the rebound is Hayden Gunlock. 34-33 in favor of Mount Horeb. They've got the ball in the 1-point lead. And a little reach-in foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. So Bednarik's going to pick one up. Vikings will inbound the ball. Trying to find Gunlock on that inbounds. Here goes Erickson with it. Gets it in the lane, gets cut off. Nice defense there by the Wildcats. A little scoop shot inside. That one gets blocked on the way to the basket. Looking for the foul was Lassar, but coming up with his Wildcats. They've got the ball, a chance to take the lead. 3-point shot, right corner is up. High off the rim, no good, and Gunlock gets the rebound. Wildcats dodge a bullet that trip down. They get it back. Goes Shields with a little scoop shot, draws the foul, and to the free throw line will be Mason Shields. No points here in the second half, but looking to give his team a little breathing room here at the free throw line. A couple 3-point buckets in the first half. And that one is good. Shields now with 7 points in the game. More importantly, has his team leading by 2, 35-33. And crossing the line on that one before the ball gets to the rim. It's been called about 3 times in this game. That one did not go in anyway. 35-33. 4:24 and counting down in the game in favor of the Vikings. The ball out on top over to Mason Schuster. Wildcats again with the basketball and down by 2. Looking at the very least maybe tie this thing up this trip down the court. Bednarik with it. And a good job there by the Vikings to keep the ball out on the perimeter. Again, he got a penetration preventing it from happening. Kick it back out on top. Here goes Bednarik with it. being patient right now, getting close to the 3.5-minute mark. Lane to the basket, but they passed up that opportunity. Wildcats with the ball, but nice defense by the Vikings. The Wildcats with the ball again, not finding any creases in that defense by the Vikings. Doing a great job working off a pick, going up and scooping it up, no good on the shot there by Hudson Roth. Here go the Vikings the other way. Erickson gets cut off, gets it back on the top. 3-point shot in the way, too strong. And getting back in the hands of the Wildcats. Still 35-33. Favor of Mount Horeb. But West with the ball, trying to take the lead or tie this thing up, this trip down. And a travel is going to be called. Not putting the ball down on that one was number 20, Ty Krieger. Mount Horeb again with an opportunity to try to get a couple scores ahead in this ball game with 2:40 left in the game. .235 and counting down. Mount Horeb with that 2-point lead. Gunlock has it. Working against Mason Schuster. Back over to Sam Erickson. Kind of directing traffic out there. Reverses direction. Guarded by McHenry Johnson. And in trouble right now. They ball on the floor right now. It's going to be a tie-up. And it will be going back in the hands of the Wildcats after that. Good hustle on that one, getting on the floor, and Jackson Bednarik to get the ball and tie it up, and arrow pointing toward the Wildcats. 2:09 left. Still, it's a 2-point deficit for the Wildcats. Good for a good possession this trip down the court. Get it down to the right side over to Mason Schuster. Goes along the baseline. Working against Gunlock. Back out on top with it. Over to Johnson. Goes up. Gets the ball blocked. And it will remain Wildcat basketball. Got a sub coming in with Crosby hand checking back in the ball game. And Jackson Bednarik will sit down for the Wildcats. Oh, that one's going to get just tossed straight out of bounds. So West again, the time starting to run out a little bit. 1:49 left in the contest, and Mount Horeb with another opportunity to get a couple scores ahead this trip down. Looks like the Wildcats are going to apply a little full court pressure right now. Trying to get that ball back. They've had opportunities. Both teams have had opportunities to either pull away or tie this thing back up. Nemechek brings it up, being double teamed. There's going to be a foul. Is going to be called. Looks like it's going to be called on McHenry Johnson. And it will be bonus. So it looks like Alex Nemechek going to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 so far in the game. He's got 9 points total. Had those 2 3-point buckets in the first half. Had 8 points in the first half. Just 1 here in the second, but an opportunity to put his team up by a couple possessions with these free throws. Yeah, that one rims out. No good on the front end of the bonus. It's still 35-33. It's been that way for a few minutes now. Henry Casper in. Definitely the guy they're going to pay a lot of attention to out there. He's scored a lot of points in the ball game. This one going inside. They're going to kick it back out. Here's a shot from the left side. That misses everything. Too strong. Shields gets the weak side rebound. Pushing it up now for the Vikings. Mount Horeb with the basketball down to 1:10 and counting down here in the ball game. Shields gets cut off and gets it back on the top over to Erickson. Steiner has it, gets in lane, and a 3-point shot from the right corner is up, no good. A little race for the rebound. That's going to be Wildcat basketball at the hands of Erickson. Again, it's been 35-33 for a while. Checking back in for the Wildcats is Hudson Roth. And bringing it up is Henry Casper. Under a minute to play. How's this one going to end? Cats hope they can at least tie this ball game up at the very least this trip down the court. By Steve fence by Steiner. He's been kind of countered down, but and drawing the foul. Good hard drive by Casper to draw the foul on Hayes Steiner. Playing some good defense, kind of maybe got him a little bit. And the West will inbound on their baseline, trailing 35-33. And get the ball inside over to Colton Schuster on the inbounds pass. And with it now is Henry Casper out being guarded very closely by Steiner, doing a great job defending. And he'll turn around, shot in the lane and in. That's a bucket for Henry Casper, and he's tied this thing up at 35 apiece. 14 seconds left in the ball game, 35-35. And we've got a timeout on the court. Don't go anywhere. Should be a crazy ending. We're back with more Premier League basketball after this. Okay, here we go. We are tied at 35 apiece, 10.2 seconds left. Mount Horeb gets to inbounds, down to 7 seconds in the hands now of Sam Erickson. And we got a three-point shot in the way. That is good! Bucket is good for Mason Shields. And they tried to get a timeout. I'm not sure if they're going to give him some time on the clock, but a big bucket there for Mason Shields. Put his team up by 3 now, 38-35. I think they're going to try to put some time back on the clock. After that one, they tried to call an immediate timeout. I don't know how much time they're going to let him have, but nice job getting the ball in to Mason Shields. That's his third three of the ball game, and that's the biggest one of the ball game for him. Putting his team up 38-35. We'll see what they put back on the clock. Exciting ball game right down to the end. More 7th grade basketball coming up after this. Looks like we're going to have the home team, McQuantico, taking on West Appear in 7th grade basketball. And they put 1 second on the clock. That does not give you much time. Pretty much you got to grab it and shoot it immediately. I think you can take a shot, but you got to get it out of your hands quick. And all the Wildcats can do maybe is try to get it somewhere around half court or past half court on the inbounds pass. And all four of their players are sitting on the other side of the court, and inbounding the ball will be Jackson Bednarik. Pretty much all you can do. It's hard to find someone just going to flick it up at the basket. They throw it up there, wide right, and it will be Mount Horeb in an exciting ball game in overtime.